Welcome to my channel. Here's a potato box, and this potato box is roughly 18 inches wide by 18 inches deep by 12 inches tall, and it's got potatoes in here, and I just take the screws out of the front to harvest the potatoes. In the background you'll see swales with potatoes and garlic and jade and all kinds of cool stuff. These are some garlic plants that I planted about 6 months ago. They're doing mighty fine, growing out to be very beautiful garlics. And you can see there's kind of garlics everywhere, so I put in a lot of garlic. And I'm not having any rust issues yet. These are just garlic. They're planted from the store, nothing special. It's my compost heap. Compost heap has a really high amount of stick material, so I'm slowly removing the stick material to get to the composting to work better, because this is way too airy, this material, and I've extracted all this material out of the compost pile, and I have more to go. And you can see my garlic, more and more garlic. Love my garlic. Okay, I literally have hundreds of garlic plants planted. You know, it doesn't take long to plant garlic. And here's one of my swales that I've filled with woody material from the trees around us. And I've installed radishes and arugula and garlic and all kinds of little things. There's lentils. And everything's just going to start taking over. And I'll start decomposing all this wood material and making a more lush area. See, my swale is just filling up with woody material. We're having to trim some bushes that were acting like trees. So the bushes got to be like, I don't know, taller than the house, which is like 15 feet. So pretty tall. So all the material, instead of paying to throw it away, we're mulching it up and composting it very slowly. And in the meantime, we're planting stuff in it. And there's more garlic and snapdragons and lentils. A lot more garlic. Love my garlic. It's good stuff. And here's some potential plants to go in. There's blackberry and grape and a fig and a boysenberry. And you can see these flowers just going kind of goofy. It's starting to look really good. All sunflowers popping out. We're still having frost, but the frost is pretty minimal. We're in an area of California that's pretty frost resistant, Monterey. It's really pretty flowers, and this really makes the homeowner's day that there's all these flowers around, you know. And at first she was skeptical of having the oxalis, the yellow flower, there everywhere, but she drove away one day and none of the flowers had opened. And she came back and it looked like a sea of yellow, and she was ecstatic. So sometimes it just takes the flowers to open to give people a different perspective on the flower. This is a flax. pretty cool. Sorry, it's not in focus. It's flax. Right next to a radish. Right next to a sunflower. Right next to an onion and a garlic and some ice plant and some clover, and on and on and on it goes. And there's just a lot of color in this yard, and we're just at the start of February 2025, and all our plants are starting to come into bloom already. That's lavender right there. We have some alyssum right there. We even have nasturtium coming up, and I believe that's cosmos. Really pretty flower. And we have some geraniums down there, and then we have pelargonium or pelargonium. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that one. Really pretty. Everybody calls it geranium, but it's not. We have some mint, some red clover, pretty cool. And here's flax going to seed. Here's the seed pods of the flax plant. So it'll reseed itself. Here's a little worm farm. So this is just a terracotta pot, terracotta lid. The lid's on top of the pot, and the organic material is breaking down, feeding the worms, and then the worm just goes out all the way down the hill, because this is the highest point on the property where we can do this on this part of the yard. And this is the technical highest point on the property. Okay, this corner right here, that's the borderline right there. So it's right about here. And in here, we've got some society garlic. We've got some ice plant. We've got our worm pots. And then we've got rosemary with a lemon tree in there. And then we have mint with a jasmine plant in there, jasminoides. And there's another worm bin, you know. And these are starting to protect each other, the jasmine and the rosemary is starting to protect the other plants. More garlic. And this is a mulberry tree. We're going to try and keep it as a bush. This is a goji berry, citronella. I don't know what that, rock rose maybe. We have mint. And we have more rosemary. We have sunflowers. Just it's a huge diversity of plants, and that's what we want, is diversity. Really pretty flowers like the calendula right there. And we have these tiny little flowers, these little pink ones. They're pretty cool. More calendula. Really pretty flowers. So just neat stuff in the yard. Have a great day.